You have a cult, yes. Hello, Hannah. How are you doing? Who's in the cult? We have famous people like Tom Cruise, Ben Stiller, Tom Hanks, fucking Michelle Pfeiffer. We have very famous people in this cult, and we all make millions of dollars every day. Join now. I will tell you. If you join the cult, I will tell you how to do it. You have a demon cult that's scary. I'm saying, no, not demon, dude. A money making cult. Our group makes money. Bro, I need to shave this off. Why would you do that, man? Come on, calm down. Calm the fuck down. No, it's not a demon cult. What are you talking about? Ben, relax, bro. It's not a demon cult. We don't worship demons. We worship money. I can tell you how to make money right now, man. Put $200 into Intel and wait 2 years. That money's gonna be $1,000 right now. Buy some Intel stock. Okay, fine. I'm scared a little. No, don't be scared. We're gonna make money together, bro. Put some money into Intel. Intel is growing their chipping manufacturing shit in a couple months because there's a chip shortage. A lot of companies are gonna be making their own chips. Tesla's making their own chips. So put money into chip making. Intel, fucking AMD, all of them, they're gonna be fucking making bank in a couple months once their fucking factories go online. I got you, bro. I told you, money, easy money, easy money. Put money on Intel, put money in AMD. Do I have to do a PP verification? No, you don't have to show your penis. I don't want to even see it. You don't have to show your PP. You don't have to do that. I don't want to see your PP. Yes, I do. No, you don't, dude. You don't have to show me your PP at all. I don't give a fuck. The guy in the cult said you have to. What cult are you in? This is not a cult, it's a group. I misspelled it. My English is not that good. I didn't mean to say cult, I meant group. Join our group to make money, not cult. I'm sorry, dude. The guy in the cult. And yours? Pissing me off, it's not even. This is really pissing me off, dude. This needs to be even. I think this patch needs to go. What the fuck? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna cut this shit, dude. The guy in the call said you have to. There you go. Looks much better, right? How do I get in the group? It's easy, dude. All you gotta do is give me $5 in donation. Then you're in the group. You have to become a member. Join, instead of subscribing, become a member. And every month, 5 months, you will get access to all the information I have to make money really quick. You want to make money really quick? How do I get in the group? I don't know, guys. You want to become rich? I will tell you how to get rich. It's easy, man. One thing, start a YouTube channel and then just grind the shit out of it. Become famous on YouTube. Yo, shit, etc. Trust me, this man give all your money. Don't ask her, just please don't give him all your money. He really wants it.
You'll soon come to notice that her empathy, alongside her concern, is solely focused on herself.
But we got to start.
What happened to me?
Well, I don't know at this point, okay, because I don't know what you're going to tell me other than that you were involved. But I need to hear it. What this all was a last ditch effort to live your own life, to be your own person, to make your own decisions. Look at all your friends. Look at all the people around you. Does anyone else have a curfew for 9 o'clock at 24 years of age? You had no choice here, Jen. I know that. And anybody else in your situation would have done the exact same thing. The only thing different is I would say that they'd have done it a lot earlier. They would have looked for a way out. When did you first start planning this? When was the final straw? What was the final straw? So that's what this is all about. You want to be a good person here?
Jennifer knows exactly what questions to answer and what ones to ignore. Anytime a question is non-incriminating, she gives a response. Yet when they are incriminating, she remains silent. She is no doubt feeling the pressure, but still very aware of the situation and the potential ramifications of her words.
Okay. And you know when a good person makes a mistake, they have to face that mistake, right? Right? What do you think should happen? I don't know. You're going to prove to people that you know what the right thing to do is. That's what is going to happen. That's what your mom wants right now. She's watching us here. She's wondering, is Jen going to make the right decision here? Is Jen, after all of this, going to come out on top doing the right thing? I'm here for you, Jen. I'm here for your mom. Well, you have to tell, it's one of those situations, you know what, we know that what you did, okay? But you have to be able to explain to me what happened, okay? I can't tell you what's exactly going to happen to you. You just have to be brave here. You have to be brave.
"3 hours, 20 minutes, and 26 seconds. The exact amount of time it took for Jennifer to display genuine emotion. The investigator would later testify this was the first moment the suspect was being authentic. He allows her to fixate on whatever thought brought this on, and remains completely silent for just under 2 minutes.
Sorry, didn't you? They were supposed to take you.
Like, she's lying. She's literally lying, dude. Like, this is a lie, bro. This is literally a fucking lie. And Chad is 100% like saying like, oh, she's abusive, da da da, all this shit. Like, that's fucking insane. I'm actually mind blown by the way that the Chad's been behaving. Like, and they haven't even realized that I'm stalling because it's top of the hour, coming early to you this time around.
There was a girl fucking getting. Do you ever watch the crime shit on TV? I've been watching some shit on fucking. There's some crazy crimes. You guys remember Jodi Arias, dude? She was fucking weird. Jodi Arias. I wonder what she's doing now, dude. Like, what is she up to? Jodi Arias, the one girl that fucking killed her fucking boyfriend. And then somehow, like, fucking, like a stupid idiot took pictures of it and shit like that. Jordiez was a freak. She was fucking. She's still in jail, right? There's no way she got out by now. She's doing life sentence. That was a crazy fucking trial to watch, dude. No more Returnal things.
When we shed artificial expectations and choose a simple path, we feel free. Siggy Skyr, full of protein, less ingredients, less sugar. Less sets you free.
Okay, so Housemarque's new AAA roguelike third-person action game Returnal just came out a couple weeks ago, and it's pretty fun. Yeah, Returnal might seem tough at first, but with a little help, anyone can conquer this game. Okay, maybe not anyone, the game's pretty ball-busting, but hey, if I can complete the game multiple times, so can you. So, to help expedite the learning process, let me give you a few valuable tips and pieces of information so you too can escape the cycle. Now, quite possibly the most important skill to master in Returnal is being able to clear rooms without taking damage, as Returnal is a game that heavily rewards perfect play, mainly through its use of the adrenaline system. Adrenaline is gained by killing enemies, with every 3 enemies killed upping your overall adrenaline level, giving you a new buff each time. Maintaining max adrenaline is certainly easier said than done, however, as the slightest bit of damage will drop your adrenaline back to 0, but the longer you can go without taking damage, the stronger, richer, and healthier Celine will be.
Yo, what's up, Edward? How you doing, dude? Returnal's difficult game, man. But it's so beautiful.
To increase your overall max integrity pool. Every 3 pips increases your overall health, and the more health packs you can pick up at full health, the bigger your HP bar will become. But thankfully, your skills aren't the only thing that persists through cycles in Returnal. Ether is the persistent currency of the game, although instead of being spent as experience points to permanently level up Celine, Ether is primarily used for stronger, one-time use items. Here's exactly what you should be spending your Ether on. Your number 1 priority for spending your hard-earned Ether is at the Chthonios, the obelisk with the glowing white sphere near the crash site. At the cost of a small but growing amount of Ether, the Chthonios will generate a brand new artifact or consumable that you can not only use at the start of that specific run, but will also add that item it spawned into the greater item pool for every subsequent playthrough. There are some really powerful artifacts locked behind the Chthonios too, so make sure you're always adding a new item to the item pool on every new cycle. While exploring the biomes of Returnal, chances are you will come across a reconstructor machine. At the cost of 6 Ether, a reconstructor will spawn you back to full HP if you die. This is a great way to spend your Ether, especially when you're just starting out. You can also exchange 5 Ether at Returnal shops for 200 Ovalites, the temporary currency that only lasts for the run you're in. While it's rare that this trade is particularly worth it, those 200 Ovalites could be the difference between you being able to buy an extra item at the shop or not, which goes a long way in this game. What you absolutely should never spend your Ether on is for cleansing malignant items. Malignant items are health pickups, Ovolite caches, and weapon boxes that have a purple aura around them. When you pick up a malignant item, there's a chance it could activate a suit malfunction. A suit malfunction is a debuff that is applied to Celine that can only be removed by completing the specific task listed in the top left corner or by consumable. And let me just say this, as a beginning player, it's worth avoiding the risk of suit malfunctions at all costs. Malfunctions can range from really annoying to absolutely crippling, and fixing malfunctions can also be extremely inconsistent too. Sometimes the malfunction can be removed in the very next room, where sometimes you might be forced to go an entire biome with the malfunction before you have the opportunity to fix it. As for items that aren't permanent, the most important items you want to collect are artifacts, character buffs that last for your entire run. Along with artifacts, you can also find parasites spread throughout the map. Parasites are more common and work by giving you both a buff and debuff. Typically, you'll want to skip a majority of parasites you uncover, as the debuff is rarely worth the gain. However, there are a few standout examples of artifacts and parasite buffs you should always pick up and purchase when given the chance. For one, anything that can heal you passively is S tier. The artifacts that heals you based on the damage you do multiplied by your adrenaline level can take you from low to max health in one encounter, even at adrenaline level 1. Health regen at low health is also incredible too, as that can heal enough HP back to allow you to take an extra hit. Another buff you'll always want is the buff that gives you an extra 25% chance for consumables to be saved upon use. A 1 in 4 chance is pretty great odds.
What's up, Emmett? How you doing, man? Gardening humans and I'm listening to this shit to play the game, right? Good, you. I'm doing fine, dude.
Experiment with it to see how to use it effectively. Sometimes a gun that might seem weak at first can grow to be very powerful. For example, take the Dreadbound. It's unique in that it's the only weapon in the game.
Show my OG. I don't usually listen to tutorials in most games. I just try to figure everything out myself. No, but Returnal is different, dude. Returnal, have you ever played R-Type on Super Nintendo? Like one of those spaceship shooters where you like in an airplane or a spaceship and you're just shooting shit and everything like hits you and kills you. Like there was R-Type, there was fucking Islander. There's a bunch of great games. But yeah. That's how Returnal is. But instead of a spaceship, you're like human. It's the same shit, it's the same shooting mechanics. You get hit like 3 times, you die. I don't like this trend that every game that's like that keep dying over and over again. It's fucked up, dude. I will play it later on tonight.
Consistent. Each baddie has a handful of attacks.
Is there stuff you took away from that conversation, like principles about how to get strong, how to build muscle mass, that like broaden and deepen your understanding of that task?
Definitely, and I'll do these in bullet points because if people want the logic behind them and the mechanism, they can listen to that episode.
Yeah, it's a really good episode.
I'll start with heat and cold really quickly and just say that avoid cold immersion, so ice baths and being in cold water up to the neck, uncomfortably cold, within the 4 hours after a training session that's designed to evoke an adaptation, either endurance, hypertrophy, or strength, because the inflammation that you experience from a hard endurance workout or from a hard strength or a hard hypertrophy workout is the stimulus that you're going to adapt to. The cold water immersion reduces inflammation and can short circuit some of that. After 4 hours, you're probably okay, but if you can do it a different day or you can do it before those sessions, that's better. Heat, however, can be done immediately after training, and it's probably beneficial because of the way that it dilates the vascular system and perfuses the muscles and ligaments, etc., with more nutrients.
And I should just mention that was a crucial piece of information. It's a little bit surprising. Was it surprising to you?
Absolutely. Because the way I posed the question to him about cold was, I hear that getting into an ice bath or a cold water immersion after training can reduce hypertrophy, but I'm guessing it's not that big of a deal. And he said, no, it is a big deal. It will short circuit your progress. Now, for people that are only interested in performance, who are doing a lot of workouts and trying to recover, but not trying to grow muscle, get stronger, or build endurance, then it makes sense to do cold.
Like skill development or something.
Skill development, or you're an athlete in season, so you have to, what's so great about Andy is he really points out the specific ways to train given your specific goals.
So for getting swole, stay out of the ice bath after a workout. There you go.
Lex is always making fun of the meatheads. I love it. I put myself in the meathead category only because I don't do a real sport now. I work out and I run, which is
I'm an aspiring meathead. Okay, so
one of these days I'm going to get back to jiu-jitsu, or I'm going to get to jiu-jitsu. Now, in terms of training, he has this beautiful 3x5 concept for strength. Pick 3 exercises, compound exercises, multi-joint movements. Do 3 to 5 exercises for 3 to 5 repetitions per set. Rest 3 to 5 minutes and do that 3 to 5 times per week. And for details, you can, again, look to the episode. It's time-stamped. But what's interesting about this is 3 to 5 times a week is a lot for a muscle group. Squatting 5 times a week for 5 reps, meaning you're working pretty heavy, meaning you're close to failure but not failure for strength generally. What Andy taught me is that people who are training mostly for strength can do these low-rep type regimens frequently because most of the adaptation is neural, and because you're not pushing to failure in most cases, you don't get that sore. And so it's the motor neurons getting the muscle fibers to contract.
I just learned some career and edible foods. Howdy, Heisenberg. What's up, Pico Fodder? Made it big after being with Rogan, hey? Yeah, he definitely had some good guests over I was listening to. Like, he had a fucking KGB agent. Hold on, I'll show you. He had a KGB agent fucking for interview. Does he do it live though? Or is it just like, just VOC post? I'm pretty sure it's not live, right? I'll show you the KGB one was fucking awesome. I sub, man. Thank you, man. Keep subbing. Hit the sub. I keep forgetting saying hit the like button. Hit the sub button. It's Lex Freedom. Yeah, I like him a lot. Oh shit. CIA spy. Fucking weirdos, hit the like. Yes, hit the like button, guys. We need it. If you didn't hit the like, hit the like. If you think you're too important to hit the like, still hit the like button. This is CIA spy.
And things like Twitter and the way digital communication currently works, it just seems like this is a powerful symbol of freedom that's useful for the United States if we're sort of to take the pragmatic view. Don't you think it's possible that United States supports Ukraine financially and militarily enough for it to get an advantage in this war?
I think they've already got an advantage in the war. The fact that the war is still going on demonstrates the asymmetrical advantage. The fact that Russia has stepped up to the negotiating table with them several times without just turning to you remember what happened in Chechnya? Without turning to Chechnya level, just mass, blind destruction, which was another Putin war. To see that those things have happened demonstrates the asymmetric advantage that the West is given. I think the true way to look at the benefit of Ukraine as a shining example of freedom in Europe for the West isn't to understand whether or not they could. They absolutely could. It's the question of how valuable is that in Europe? How valuable is...
Sure, listen to 2 million subs. What do they do with 2 million subs, dude? Hit the sub button right now, guys. If you like this show. But I'm telling you now, there's a chip shortage. If you want to make $1 million, just buy some Intel stock. He doesn't also get Grey Watch on his vids. Yo, Pico Father, you still here? What's up, Pico Father? How you doing? Why are you there in the background? Fantastic. Man, I still wish I had, my computer could handle it, I think. We could just watch movies or videos together and shit. One day I'll realize that dream. Fantastic. Why was your day fantastic, dude? It sounds like you did something really great. Did you get booze, Heisenberg? No, I didn't. Do you see any booze? How many days sober you in? Oh, you sound tired then. Hit the sub button, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, I need more subs, dude. Yo, you guys know that one song? What was it? The Meg Maya running up the hill. I'm pretty sure if you have a car and you listen to radio, or if you just listen to radio, you hear that song before. Or if you watch Stranger Things, you know that one song, Running Uphill. Yeah, I love that song. I got a really good cover of this song. I don't know it, sorry. But it got really famous because of Stranger Things. But I knew this song way before, man. It was so much better. But anyways, he is a much better. He sounds the same when he's drunk and tired. Fuck off, Angelo. He's listen, dude. No fuck, maybe. I'm gonna. Here's the song, like the cover of it. It's much better than the original, I think. I think you should be blasting this instead of that other song. Because I hear it every fucking 5 minutes on the radio. Once I had 2 radio stations playing it at the same time. Have you ever found that in your fucking radio in your car? Where like 2 radio stations are playing the same song at the same time. It's like different times though, like but anyway, here's the song.
It doesn't hurt me. Do you wanna feel how it feels?
It's a crazy good song. I want to add my commentary to it. It's very awesome, good song. Don't copyright strike me for this shit, motherfuckers. I didn't put the whole song, so. Sounds nice. I like it. Yeah, it's way better, dude. They should play this song instead of the other one. Do you guys even watch Stranger Things? I never watched it. But I hope you have a good day. Alright, later. Happy Sona. Thanks for watching. Oh shit. Who the fuck is Happy Sona though? Who are you? She's just like, see you later, guys. She's been watching me the whole time, not saying anything. Now she's like, alright, see you later. How weird is that? Who remembers Sona? Who the fuck is Sona, dude? Oh, she said hi. Oh, she didn't say bye. Oh, my bad. She said hi, hey, Happy Sona. You just joined. I thought you said bye. Happy Sona, I remember. Okay. Damn, Emily's like fucking. She's the detective of my stream, dude. Emily's trying to figure me out. She's always in the background watching, waiting. What are you waiting for, Emily? It's crazy. All these people are like in the background, not even talking. Like 60 people of them. 59 people of them. Right now watching me, not saying shit. Not hitting like, hit the fucking like button, dude. She's friendly, goes by the looks of things. Emily still has me blocked. Emily, do you have Jason blocked? Can you read his messages? Because Jason C says that you blocked him, Emily. So maybe, Emily, you can't read his messages right now. His text messages. Alright, let's not bring up the past, guys. Let's all chill out. To the new day, let's move forward. No, Jim Bowden. Yeah, where's Jim Bowden? He's probably working right now, some fucking lawyer cases. Let's move forward accordingly. The song is awesome, right? Take me home tonight. Should have learned to play guitar. Yeah, you should have, dude. I wonder what you did. So what are we doing here? We're gonna make money or what? Look, you wanna make $1 million? It's easy. Become a member. Join the Heisenberg membership, which is only $3.99 a month, and you will get enough information to make money, millions of dollars, millions. I'm old, but I will give you the first million. I will help you get the first $1 million, and then you can do whatever you want with it. Just become a member right now for $3.99. Become a Heisenberg member. Subscribe and join. Join our membership. I will give you the tools and the advice to become a millionaire.
I didn't think I had time for college, but with WGU, I can earn an accredited degree on my own terms. A nonprofit university that lets me fit school around my schedule and take tests when I'm ready. I choose WGU.
California has failed us. It's time to declare homelessness a state of emergency, treat mental health and addiction, and empower our police to clean up our streets. I'm Suzette Valadares, and I'm working to fix it.
What the fuck? Who the fuck is Susan Valadares? Holy shit. She wants to give money to the cops and end all homelessness. What do you think that means, dude? Let's make bigger jails. Who the fuck was that, dude? Stop homeless in California right now.
In Belgrade, Montana, a man called 911 around 9:30 a.m. and said that his neighbor, Audria, had come over to report that her roommates had been shot. In the 911 call you're about to hear, Audria is heard in the background pleading for help to arrive immediately.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I live in just next door neighbor. She just came over and said somebody shot her roommate.
Did it just happen?
Yeah, she said it just happened. She's an ambulance replacement. So the roommate actually is the one that's still alive.
She's still alive?
She said she is, yeah.
Okay, tell her to take a deep breath, okay? I'm going to ask you some questions. Is Ashley bleeding seriously?
Was she bleeding? Yeah, she said yeah.
Okay. All right, do we know if Ashley's completely alert?
No, I don't believe so. I mean, she just saw it ran.
When the police arrived at Lauren DeWise's home, everything seemed normal in the beginning, until police went over to the back of the house, where they noticed bloody footwear impressions in the snow that was leading to the back door of the house. The door had clearly been kicked in. The police continued to move in up the stairs, where they found the body of a 35-year-old Lauren DeWise, who was laying dead in her bed from gunshot wounds to the head. Her roommate, Ashley Van Hermert, was also shot and was critically wounded on the floor in a pool of blood. Ashley suffered 4 gunshot wounds, including a bullet to the back of the head. But incredibly, she was still alive. It was a race against the clock as paramedics did all they could to keep Ashley alive. When she was stabilized at the scene, Ashley was taken to hospital in order for her to be treated for her wounds. Miraculously, Ashley survived and recovered from her injuries. However, due to the bullet hitting her brain, Ashley's vision was impaired, and she also couldn't remember anything prior to the incident. The investigators quickly needed to establish people of interest that they can interview. Detectives turned their attention towards Ashley's recently divorced ex-husband, Paul DeWise. He was not a suspect at this point. However, police needed to speak to him in order to gather more information on the case. Paul DeWise was quickly tracked down just half a mile from Lauren's residence and was brought into the police station for a formal interview.
Okay, go ahead and get out. This is not time to Get out. Hands up. Walk over here. Turn around. Look away from me. Walk backwards. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Do not move. Do you understand me? Take him to the back of my car. All right.
That was a long one. It turns out they fucking catch him and fucking put him in jail. Long story short. It was the fucking, ex-husband and shit. Anyways, it's a long story short. Fucking, there's also other great shit. Get on the ground, don't move. Right now. On my YouTube channel. Here's his fucking updates. These guys are the best, dude. Like, outed the police. Show them your constitutional rights. I should do this, man. Like, just drive around and, like, film cops. Here's the outed for you guys.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers filming police officers, First Amendment retaliation, and breaches of the peace, and is brought to us by a private submission. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. On July 23, 2022, animal rights activist Curtis Vollmer attended a Pioneer Day celebration in Beaver, Utah, along with several other members of the animal rights organization Direct Action Everywhere. The activists hope to engage the community in conversation about an upcoming trial for 2 animal rights activists who are facing criminal charges for having filmed conditions inside the local Smithfield Foods facility and rescuing 2 dying piglets while they were there. Originally, the activists hoped to set up a booth, but upon arrival, were told that they needed a permit. So Mr. Vollmer chose to stand on a public sidewalk near the festival instead. After handing out flyers and obtaining signatures for a petition against Smithfield Foods for several hours, Mr. Vollmer was approached by officers from the Beaver County Sheriff's Office.
You have to have a permit.
Permit for a sidewalk?
Let me get my camera on too.
Sure.
Okay. You're not to be
This is not a good look.
You're not to be spreading.
This is not a good look.
You're not supposed to be down here.
This is public property.
You're not to be down here doing this. So do you realize that your company caused a problem in our community?
Do you have anything relevant to say to me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I've asked you to stop.
Okay, I'm on public property.
You need to stop. Do you realize you're not wanted in this community and you've been asked to leave?
I don't care.
I know you don't care. That's the problem with your group. You just don't care about people or anybody. Do you understand? You've been asked to leave.
All of this for handing out some flyers. This is how much
all of
commotion.
This is because your group has been a direct influence on shutting down Smithfield Foods. You don't realize that's the major employer in our county?
You don't think I know that?
There's a lot of people that have lost their jobs, and you come into this community and pour salt into the wounds of the people that have lost their jobs.
It's not the intent.
You need to, well, I don't care what the intent is. What you're doing is causing a disturbance in the community.
I'm not trying to cause a disturbance. I'm just trying to have conversations with people.
You are.
And if people don't want to talk with me, I say thanks for your time and I'm on with your day.
Okay. I'm going to stand right here and I'm going to tell people not to talk to you.
Then fine, do that. Okay. This is great content for us. Absolutely ridiculous. This is very anti-free speech.
It's not permission to put me on your film, on your camera.
Okay, are you a public servant?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well then you can be filmed.
No, I cannot. Not a volunteer, public servant.
Okay, you got a badge on.
I'm a volunteer. Now get your camera off. You need to stop.
Stop what, sir?
Okay, it's causing a problem in our community.
I'm not trying to cause any problems.
You are.
Listen, sir. When someone's asking you like this, a public servant, he's a volunteer type of event, he's asking you nicely to please don't film him.
Okay.
And we're asking you to stop filming him.
Okay, I won't film him.
We're giving you a lawful order to not do that.
Okay.
If you violate that lawful order, then,
sure.
then you're causing a disorderly conduct issue.
We're not filming. We're not filming him anymore. Okay. We're filming you two.
One of the volunteer officers informs Mr. Vollmer that he does not consent to being filmed. And when Mr. Vollmer protests, Deputy Laws states that he was given a lawful order not to film the officer, and he will be committing the crime of disorderly conduct if he disobeys it. Under Section 76-9-102 of the Utah Code, quote, an individual is guilty of disorderly conduct if the individual refuses to comply with the lawful order of a law enforcement officer to move from a public place or an official meeting, or knowingly creates a hazardous or physically offensive condition by any act that serves no legitimate purpose, or intending to cause public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, or recklessly creating a risk of public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, the person engages in fighting or in violent, tumultuous, or threatening behavior, makes unreasonable noises in a public place or an official meeting, makes unreasonable noises in a private place which can be heard in a public place or an official meeting, or obstructs vehicular or pedestrian traffic in a public place or an official meeting. While the statute does prohibit disobeying a lawful order to move from a public place or official meeting, it does not allow for a disorderly conduct conviction for refusing any other lawful order, including an order to stop filming. Further, even if the disorderly conduct statute did make it illegal to disobey such an order, a court would likely conclude that the order to stop filming a police officer in public was not lawful. In the 2022 case of Irizarry versus Yahia, the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over Utah, officially recognized the, quote, First Amendment right to film the police performing their duties in public, and held that this right was clearly established law as of 2019. In reaching the conclusion, the court looked to, quote, 3 well-established First Amendment principles that show that filming the police performing their duties in public is protected activity. First, the court noted that, quote, a major purpose of the First Amendment was to protect the free discussion of governmental affairs. Filming the police and other public officials as they perform their official duties acts as a watchdog of government activity and furthers debate on matters of public concern. Additionally, the court reasoned that, quote, without some protection for seeking out the news, freedom of the press could be eviscerated, that there is, quote, an undoubted right to gather news from any source by means within the law, and that video recording is, quote, unambiguously speech creation, not mere conduct. Given the incontrovertible legal precedent, a court would almost certainly determine that Mr. Vollmer was exercising his First Amendment rights by recording the volunteer officer, and the officer's orders that he stop were a clear violation of those rights.
It's only drawn more attention to why we're here, so I appreciate this. Thank you. Do you know about this Smithfield trial happening?
Hey, you don't have a permit to approach people about your product.
Okay. I don't need a permit to talk to people on a public sidewalk.
You're causing a problem in the community.
I'm not. I'm asking people if they want to have a conversation. If they say no, I let them go.
People
That's it.
come to us.
Sure.
They do not want you here.
Okay. That's fine.
Then I'm keeping the peace and I'm asking you to leave.
All we're asking people.
No, I'm asking you to leave.
Okay. Here's an example of what I'm doing. Have you all heard about the Smithfield trial?
Okay.
Okay, they don't want to talk. Okay, that's it. I move on. If people don't want to talk, we move on.
Okay. Everybody, you don't.
Have y'all heard about the Smithfield trial? The upcoming Smithfield trial?
These are the people that are trying to shut down Smithfield. Okay?
It's not true.
These are the people that are trying to shut down Smithfield.
It's not true.
Mr. Vollmer attempts to speak with multiple members of the public, and each time, Deputy Woolsey tells them not to speak with him because he is trying to, quote, shut down Smithfield. While police officers do have First Amendment rights as citizens of the United States, as government employees, they can face consequences for their speech in ways that private citizens cannot, particularly for speech they make while on duty and in uniform. As the Supreme Court described in the 1983 case of Connick versus Myers, decisions as to when a government employer can take corrective or disciplinary action against an employee for their speech must, quote, seek a balance between the interests of the employee as a citizen in commenting upon matters of public concern and the interest of the state as an employer in promoting the efficiency of the public services it performs through its employees. Similarly, the court noted in the 1994 case of Waters versus Churchill that for speech by a government employee to be protected by the First Amendment, it, quote, must be on a matter of public concern, and the employee's interest in expressing herself on this matter must not be outweighed by any injury the speech could cause to the interest of the state as an employer in promoting the efficiency of the public services it performs through its employees. Here, while Deputy Woolsey's speech was undoubtedly on a matter of public concern, a court would most likely determine that his interest in expressing his opinion at the time, and in the way that he did, was outweighed by the potential injury to the state's interests, as his actions likely constituted so-called First Amendment retaliation against Mr. Vollmer for his protected speech. In general, the First Amendment prohibits the government from retaliating against an individual for exercising protected expression. As the 10th Circuit noted in the 2000 case of Worrell versus Henry, quote, any form of official retaliation for exercising one's freedom of speech, including prosecution, threatened prosecution, bad faith investigation, and legal harassment, constitutes an infringement of that freedom. The decision also explained that to succeed in a First Amendment retaliation claim, the plaintiff must prove that they were engaged in constitutionally protected activity, that the government's action caused them, quote, to suffer an injury that would chill a person of ordinary firmness from continuing to engage in that activity, and that the government's action was, quote, substantially motivated as a response to the plaintiff's exercise of constitutionally protected conduct. In this situation, Mr. Vollmer was unquestionably engaged in speech that was protected by the First Amendment, and Deputy Woolsey essentially admitted that he was taking this action because he did not like Mr. Vollmer's past and current speech. As to whether Mr. Vollmer suffered an injury because of Deputy Woolsey's conduct, the 10th Circuit determined in the Irizarry case we discussed earlier in this episode that because, quote, physical and verbal intimidation are cognizable injuries, a YouTube journalist suffered an injury when an officer stood in front of his camera and shined a flashlight into it, now quoting, making it difficult if not impossible to continue recording a potentially critical moment of the police activity. The court also noted that, quote, this injury alone would chill a person of ordinary firmness from continuing to film the traffic stop. Because the 10th Circuit has recognized that interfering with an individual's exercise of protected speech can constitute a sufficient injury for a First Amendment retaliation claim, a court would likely conclude that Mr. Vollmer had a claim against Deputy Woolsey for his attempts to dissuade individuals from talking to him.
That feeling when you discover an epically whitening charcoal toothpaste? Holy She means holy spit. Hello.
Yeah, it's interesting because that's your right. Just remember, you can always film the cops anytime you want. Cops show up. It's your right to film the cops. Don't ever don't give the phone to anybody. Make sure you have a system on your phone right now where you can easily film something. Like for me, let's say something goes wrong, like I robbed the bank, and then all these cops come to my house. First thing I do is I go on Streamlabs, dude. I start streaming it on YouTube because there's no way you can delete that. You can't delete that on YouTube, right? So you should, all of you guys should download Streamlabs and upload to YouTube just in case. It's the safest method because they can always take your phone and your recording and delete it, but they can't fucking delete YouTube shit. I don't even know what you guys talking about anymore. Does your mom still pay rent? Yes. Oh, because this is the mic. I put the mic into my earphone so you can hear what the fuck was on the TV. It's really ghetto, dude. We're gonna become cops now, we're not. You're gonna buzz your hair and go for it. I'm getting off though. That's enough for me. We're gonna play some Returnal or something. What game should I play, guys? Returnal? Gran Turismo? Crash Bandicoot? Trials of Mana? Vector Wars? I don't have Vector Wars, dude. Berg, you should go. Should I go bald? It's up to you, man. There's apps on Snapchat where it takes off your hair so you can check it out how you look like if you don't have hair. It only means good night to you. I can't decide, but if you go bald, it's a commitment. You gotta keep cutting your fucking hair, dude. You gotta shave it every fucking week so you're bald. You know what I mean? Not only are you gonna shave your beard, but you're gonna shave your fucking hair too. It's a lot of work, bro. With the buzzer. Just get a haircut, man. It's like $10. Oh, okay, you're after. What game should we play, guys? I got Cuphead really quick. I got Spider-Man. How about Spider-Man, man? Spider-Man on PlayStation 5, guys. Would you watch that? Vector. I don't have Vector Wars. Grand Theft Auto. I don't have it downloaded. Let's play Spider-Man. How about that? It just came out on PC. No fuck Spidey. Dude, this is the new one. This is the crazy new one. Happy Sona, hit the subscribe button, please. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next thing. We're gonna switch the video, guys. We're gonna go to another video. We're We're gonna play PlayStation 5, guys. PlayStation 5, Spider-Man. No, fuck Spidey. No, fuck Spidey. Then what else, dude? Is that way bugs the PlayStation? Yes. You want to see Returnal? Alright, let's do Returnal then. Fuck it. We'll play Returnal. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you on my game stream. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see the next stream that's gonna come up right now. Returnal. I'm eating a fruit. Come right back. I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna start a new one. I'll see you there, guys.